Hi guys, it's me, Melissa Saliva with Beacon Valley Literacy, and today I wanted to go over a preview of the courses that I've been writing. And here is one, a sample of the types of reading. So as a teacher, we always focus on teaching all like the different genres and the different types of reading and teaching kids strategies on how to do those types of reading. So for instance, if my class was going to read a suspense novel, I would start talking about characters and character development and things like that. And the kids would change the way they read that type of text. So I was thinking, how could I help parents? How can I help parents who have kids that struggle with reading difficulties? And I wanted to give you some strategies and tips on how to use different types of reading with your child. So each one of these courses comes with a description, rock and roll reading. So there's different types of reading. Like I said, we read according to, you know, whatever the passage is, whatever our purpose is. And kids that have reading difficulties have to be taught directly how to do this. Like we don't read, a romance novel the same way we read a manual to the IKEA furniture. I always bring that up. So this first piece of the course, Rock and Roll, describes the problem. The second part are the problems that our kids have. So our kids are just expected to know what the text is asking. They're expected to be able to follow the pattern of the text. We tell them in school, but they need practice when they're reading anything. When they pick up interest reading, when you're reading with them at home, you just have to reiterate, like, oh, well, we're reading this story, Charlotte's Web. We're reading Charlotte's Web because it's about fictional characters and love and loss, and describe it a little bit, amp up the story and describe what kind of text it is. I know my kids love the Guinness Book of World Records, so we always talk about the type of text that is. So if your kid struggles with reading difficulties, pointing out that text has different structure and different features is important. Next slide is just like the components. These are all the different kinds of reading we do. Independent reading are, books that your child should read by themselves, books that they're interested in. Shared reading is when you do it together. Rereading is when you reread the same wonderful book over and over again for a different reason. And then reading for information is definitely when kids want to learn more. Maybe they want to learn about the bugs in your backyard, or maybe they want to learn about astronomy. High schoolers get interested in a variety of topics. My kids are into um, Japanese anime now, so we have tons of books. But reading about how that started, reading about the voice actors is kind of like what my high schoolers into. So we need to teach our kids directly that there's just different types of reading. I like shared reading especially. There's 5 ways to you think about the different types of reading. Make sure you do all the types with your kid, and you can introduce them to all these topics yourself. Like it's good when kids, like if you go upstairs right now, my daughter has 100 Rainbow Fairy books. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure they're doing all the same type of reading, but she really loves the Rainbow Fairies. So your kids get stuck in a series, but we also have to introduce them to other things. So, for instance, the Rainbow Fairy book we're reading right now is about kittens. So, we'll probably read some nonfiction books about cats or kittens, which they love anyway. Try to introduce them all different types. You're supposed to like really notice, see what your kids are into. Look at the books that they pick. Look at the independent reading books they pick and see how long it takes them to finish. They may say they're reading it and not like it and pick it up and put it back down, or they may blow through something super fast. You kind of have to notice how fast or slow your child reads something and whether or not they're interested. And then you could also just model good reading and do that shared reading. So these are the ways to use different types of reading, the different types of reading that there are. And this is a sample of some of the courses that I made in the coursework that I'm working on. It's a preview. So if you enjoy this sample course, follow me at Beacon Valley on YouTube or email me and I can help you. I can answer. I got the answers to your questions and I have kids too, so I'm with you. Thanks.